Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode on my podcast, Monday Morning Muse. Last week, we would all have been busy with our festivities Ugadi, Tamil Puthandu, Vishu, Pohela Boishak, Gudi Padwa. By whatever name we call it, it's a mark of a new year. I wish all of us have the most amazing year with all our wishes and dreams coming true. And to be honest, until Thursday, I was not sure on what will be my topic for today. My son is turning 2 this June. We stay in an individual house and with no kids around. So there's not much of an engagement for him. It's my parents in the morning, me and my husband whenever we get a break from work, he sees throughout the day. And after almost 5 days of just running around our hall and kitchen, I can literally feel the happiness and excitement in him when I say, let's go out, or let's go to the park, beach, or temple to see his favorite Chendamelam in the weekends. So we thought, why not put him in play school after he turns 2? I know many of you might feel it's too early, and to be honest, even I was thinking when I had a baby that I will not send him to school until he's 4. Let him enjoy till then. But later, as he grew, we realized how suffocated he might feel tied up in the house the whole day and not being able to see the outside world. And my thought was just that it's a play school. He'll leave by 9:30, he'll be back by 12:30. 3 hours, he'll just play with some adult supervision along with kids of his age. That's all. This was my idea of a play school, and I started browsing for few of the best rated play schools around my area. That's what we do, right? When it comes to our kids, we want the best for them. I got a list and I started calling one by one based on the rating and reviews. Trust me, I had to double check if I heard it right after my first call. I thought he's just going to be 2 and I can send him when he's 2 or maybe later post Vijayadashmi. But the response that I got, sorry ma'am, admission will be closed this month and the curriculum will start in June. I was like, curriculum? For my kid to play for 3 hours, curriculum? He just started reciprocating in words. And I was like, okay. Then I asked about the fees. Obviously, I wouldn't get the response on phone. They told me to come in person so that they can explain the fee structure. And they were going to give us a tour of the play school. I don't think my parents got one even during my college graduation. Anyways, my husband's friend's kid is going to the same play school but in a different area. I heard they're paying 36,000 for one semester. And I was again like, what? Semester? And the timing is 9:30 to 12:30. Fine. I proceeded with the next play school. Same response. Fee structure, I don't know yet. I have to go in person and inquire. But that's not my point here. My thought is, where are we heading to? Imagine I'm putting my son into a school which says 36,000 per semester. It's 72,000 a year. And I just did a rewind. I remember my semester fees for undergraduation was 9K, which is 54,000 in total, and I had my UG in hands. And here it's 72,000 for play school, not even pre-KG. So, out of my curiosity, I went through some international schools fee structure for his pre-KG admission. It starts from somewhere around 1,20,000 to 1,50,000, which is only the tuition fees that I'm talking about. And by the time the kid reaches 11th or 12th, the fee structure reaches 2,50,000 to 2,90,000 per year. So the amount that we saved so far will go only towards schooling. And what do we do for the college admission? Education loan. pay interest for the next few years, my son will get a job, and he will work towards closing the education loan, and again, the vicious cycle will start. And for argument's sake alone, let's agree the fees they charge. At the end of the day, what are they teaching? Especially in play school. Is there a value for the enormous amount of fee that we pay? And is this cost for the inclusion of the words international or public in the name of the school? I have no idea. And to add to the irony, the more they charge the fees, the smaller is the school size. There is a smart school near my home with a very small playground. I am struggling here to avoid the smart gadgets for my kids at home, and I end up putting him into a smart school. I remember waiting for our computer period in school. That's the only place we used to have an AC in the scorching summer. But now the schools are air conditioned centrally, even the school buses. And I'm like, why? Where have the simpler times gone? Where have we fallen behind? Didn't our generation study the same syllabus as well at a lower cost? Yes, I understand. We parents are earning more than what our parents used to. There are hardly two kids in each family, and if it's just one, the level of sophistication and pampering is something which I need not mention. So, obviously, we wish to give the best of everything to our kids. But what about the middle class sect, which is the majority of the population that lies in India? Okay, we have government schools or government aided schools for them. Good point. But how good is the quality of education there? Not just education. A kid spends majority of his time during the day in a school. So the amenities inside a school is equally important. World class amenities, it might be a dream, but does the school provide the bare minimum essentials like hygiene toilets, clean drinking water, proper ventilation, a library with a decent collection of books, playgrounds to inculcate physical fitness at an early stage in the little ones? Just a basic Google search result, it gives so much articles with pleas to the government for the basic necessity like a loo with a door and latch. And keeping these amenities aside, even the quality of education is a big question mark in the schools. Why? Because the teachers are paid a meager salary, which they might receive in multifold if they teach in a private school. Teaching has now become a profession more than a passion in many a case. I don't wish to generalize here. In the Kozhikode district of Kerala, in a small town named Nadaka, there is a 130-year-old government school for girls with international standards and recognition. The kids are from the fishermen families, and the school has taken partnership with IIM Calicut, ISRO, etc., for giving the kids world-class education. Its standard is so high that the education model itself is named as the Nadaka Model. And schools across India, including Jammu and Kashmir, have started following the system. How is this possible? Let me explain. One of the renowned industrialist couple, Mr. Faizel and Shabana, they invested in the development of a government-run school. It's a clear victory of a public-private partnership. If it can be done in a small town in Kerala, why can't it be implemented everywhere across India? The kids we raise today are the nation builders of tomorrow. If education is seen as a business and commercialized to this extent, how will the kids from low income families afford where their next meal itself is in question? We can take examples from countries like Luxembourg or Brazil, where education and public transport is free for kids, while we are still not giving a seat in the bus to a school kid carrying a bag heavier than himself just because he's paying a subsidized rate for the tickets. education, and health. These are the basic necessities that any common man should be provided in a nation. Until this is sorted, a temple or statue worth crores will not take the nation any forward. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I hope you liked it. Request you to subscribe, like, and pin your comments on this episode. I will be back again next Monday with another episode of Monday Morning Muse. Until then, spread peace and take care. Lots of love.